Good evening. This might be the first and the last time you hear my voice tonight. It is super windy, but it is creating some amazing conditions. The sky, not so great. So what I'm going to focus on today is trying to create some interest in the lines in the water using some rocks. Now where I've come to tonight is Duntulm, a beautiful section of coastline up on the north of the island, and as the tide goes down it is only gonna get better. Gonna. Alright. Anyway, I've left my camera and my bag down there, so I probably should head down. So like I said before, tonight is all about seascapes. Absolutely 100% seascapes. And hopefully beautiful lines created by the water. Now this little tool here, this is one of the best things that can be used when doing seascapes. Honestly, the only thing to use is one of these. The most important thing, a shutter release. Because then you can time when you take your images. Now this, I think, is about £7 from Amazon. I'll drop it in the link below so you can see where it is. And if you are interested in buying it, it will be an affiliate link. So, you know, trying to give a little bit back. So if you do buy one, definitely worth it, 100%. Now, for my composition, this is what I am looking at right now. It is basic. It is simple, but it's creating some lovely effects. And what you can see in the distance, I'm not sure if you will be able to see it, but there is a crack in the clouds and I am getting some light, ladies and gentlemen, getting some light. Happy days. But what I'm loving about this composition is the way the water is whooshing around into this little sort of hole, and then it's flowing back out and it's creating some amazing shapes. Now if I get that light in the sky with some beautiful lines, I am one happy man. But it's time to get set up and get this shot before it's gone. So this is the view from the back of my camera. I have got this lovely line of rocks leading you up into the focal point, which is the light. Right now I've got a bunch of seagulls that are deciding to fly in front of my screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my aperture and see if I can get some of these things. Oh, nope, they've gone. I knew that was going to happen. Anyway, so let's go back to my original settings. F16, trying to get as long a shutter speed as possible, but still have it nice and sharp, which has given me nearly a 2-second exposure time, which is pretty perfect. So I'm just waiting until a wave that I like that one, starts washing back out, and I'm capturing it. And I think what I need to put on the front is a medium grad, because look at the front of that is blown out, absolutely blown out. So to really get that drama, I'm going to drop in a medium grad. So I've got my medium grad filter on now, and it is looking so much better. Them highlights are not blown out, and I'm getting a nice long shutter speed. Now I've gone up to 3 seconds. I might open my, in fact, I'm gonna open my aperture. I'm gonna open it to F11, and I'm going to drop my exposure down back down to 1.6. I like that. I got the texture in the water still, and everything is still humming and looking sweet. Now it's all about just getting that right image. Almost lost you. B-roll, who came up with it? Always risking my camera gear to get that little bit extra shot. Anyway, the sun has gone behind the clouds, unfortunately. I'm still getting that beautiful band, but I think I've got the best from this location. I'm going to show you a few of my favorites and show you how different them lines can be created with different waves and how much it's worth capturing many different images. So here we are, I'll talk you through them as we go. So what I really like about this image is just the way that rock guides you up into the sun, just poking through them dark and dramatic clouds. I think it creates a great focal point. And just the way the water is rushing in that little hole behind the rock, creating these lines which then attaches itself onto the edge of the rock that guides your eye up into that sun. I think it just makes it a beautiful, simple, dramatic image. A proper nice seascape. Now the second image, what I really like about this is the way the water is folding across them rocks. It creates a very different feeling to the last one, even though it is very similar. Still guiding your eye up into that beautiful sun poking through. And again, it has a different feel, this image. But I really like this one also. And I thought I'd share these ones with you. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go for a little bit of a walk up the coast and see if I can find some other interesting foregrounds. At the moment the tide still seems to be getting higher, which is a shame because I know what's underneath this water. So many interesting shapes, rocks, but I need the tide to get much lower than where it is right now to be able to get there. So what I've come to capture this time is the most typical of all seascape photography, and that is the beauty of the water drifting back down into the sea between rocks. There is nothing like it. It is the most typical beach shot, but there's a reason why. It's because it's beautiful, absolutely stunning, and it creates such a nice result. So this is how the back of my camera is looking. Sorry about the wobbly GoPro. It's really hard to hold it still in such wind. But this is the shot I am trying to get. Why I've chosen this little composition is quite simple. What I've got is I've got this rock over here. It looks beautiful when the water comes up. You see the separation I'm starting to get? And then that guides your eye across to this big rock, out onto this rock, and then out to this rock. But then to balance the scene, as I've got this beautiful rays of red lights which contrasts against the dark skies, and my god, does it look good. Here we go, big wave coming, got it on 1/6 of a second. Oh, look at that, simplicity and beauty at its best. Now I'm just going to keep on shooting these until I get the right wave. This might be the one now. Fire it off. Look at that. I love the way the water's coming over the back of the rocks. That orange light in the sky is only getting brighter. Oh wow, beautiful. But I think I've captured the best from this location. I think it's time to start wandering a little bit higher up the coast and see if I can find any more interest. Now, these shots are not the most thought-provoking, they're not it's very much up to the viewer what they think of these shots. Some people won't like them, and some people will love the simplicity with the drama and everything else. I like this kind of photography. I love seascapes. I don't want to say it, but it gets me wet in more ways than one. So now I'm just going to capture a couple more images here and then move on further up and see what I can find. So for this shot, I'm trying to do something slightly different. I've done quite a lot of shots already where I'm shooting out to sea and there's a little bit of land in there. But what I've walked up to is a bend in the beach. So if you look behind me, you'll see the beach curves inwards. And then if you look over this way, you'll see the beach also curves inwards. So I'm on almost like a little bit of a pinnacle. And then what that gives me the opportunity to do is to photograph across the beach, using that as a huge leading line all the way around into the beautiful castle that is Duntulm up on the cliffs. And I can hopefully, fingers crossed, get some beautiful results. I just love conditions like this. I don't know what it is about difficult, dramatic, moody conditions. It just makes me really happy. Anyway, it's time to get this shot, get set up, and I'll talk you through my settings and how I'm composing this shot. So this is how the back of my camera is looking. It is looking sweet, very monochrome, incredibly monochrome. But I've got it, so I've got rocks this way and then water on this side, and that helps balance your eye, guiding your eye into the beach, coming round over onto the castle. Now, I'll show you a shot that I take, so I'll wait until there's a big wave coming. That'll do. So there we go, we've got this beautiful shot, but as you can see, it's very dark on the land. It's incredibly dark on the land. So what I'm thinking about doing is bracketing my shot. So what that means is doing different exposures so I can get the shadows out, and then hopefully when I put this together in Photoshop, it's going to be much, much nicer. To bracket my shot, what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the bracket button on this side, and I need two hands for this, so you're going to have to bear with me. So what I've done, you can't really see off that screen. So I've put on my brackets, turn my light on. So I've got it on a 4-second timer already, and then I'm going one full stop brighter, but in 3 parts. So I've got it on the neutral, which is 4 seconds. That will probably most likely be 4.5, and then 5, I imagine. I'm not an exact scientist, but I think that'll probably be about right. All of the colour in the sky is gone now, but I'm going to wait for that nice big wave to come, and then I'm going to get this shot. So I've got my 3 images now, and they are looking sweet. Look at that. So you've got your middle one, your dark exposure, and then all that green on the side. It's going to look beautiful as a full composite. Oh my god, lovely. It was windy out there, wasn't it? Anyway, so I figured I'd come to the car where you can actually probably hear me a little bit better anyway. Wow, that was a bit of a surprise. Don't get me wrong, I came out with the intentions to do a vlog, but I got here and I was like, then I walked all the way along Duntulm and I was like, but this little section of the coastline, my god, so many possibilities in all water levels. All you need is either really dramatic textured sky or that little bit of light or some beautiful skies. You know, if you can have it all, you might as well. But that is all from me this week. I have ended up with 3 images I'm pretty happy with, that I think so far. I've not got back and edited them. But yeah, I'm happy with my results. Fingers crossed they come out alright. And I saw a seal. That's a bonus. Anyway, again, that's all from me this week. If you've enjoyed the vlog, hit that thumbs up button. If you feel like it and you want to see more content, don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you next week on Friday. Have a lovely weekend. Peace.